In a lively village, the morning began like any other day. People were busy with their familiar tasks. Some carried farming tools to the fields, others opened small shops, while the rest prepared goods for trading. Life continued to flow steadily, sustained by diligence and constant effort. Under the shade of a large tree near the entrance of the village sat a young man named Mike, quietly alone. In sharp contrast to the busyness around him, he showed no interest in work or responsibility. Mike was tall, strong, and healthy, with enough strength to work like any other young man. Yet he lacked determination and discipline within himself. The entire village knew Mike as a lazy and poor man. He constantly dreamed of a wealthy life, but refused to take action. Instead of earning his own living, Mike survived on the pity and generosity of the kind-hearted villagers. Though his pockets were empty, Mike's mind was filled with unrealistic dreams. He failed to realize that without starting from the smallest action, every dream would remain nothing more than empty hope. One morning, joyful news spread throughout the village. A wealthy merchant decided to distribute fresh milk to the poor as a gesture of gratitude for a bountiful harvest year. Upon hearing this, Mike's eyes suddenly lit up. Despite his laziness, he never missed an opportunity to receive free goods. He quickly joined the line forming in front of the merchant's house, his heart filled with excitement. When it was his turn, Mike received a full pot of milk, white and fragrance. Holding the gift tightly, he hurried back to his small home. His father had already gone to the fields, leaving behind a simple kitchen with some dry firewood and 2 pieces of bread on the table. Mike lit the stove, boiled the milk, and enjoyed a rare, filling breakfast. The remaining milk he carefully placed beside his bed, as if it were a precious possession. After finishing his meal, instead of going to the fields to help his father, Mike lay stretched out on his bed, relaxing his body and letting his mind wander. Gazing at the pot of milk beside him, he began to imagine. He thought that by the next morning the milk would harden into cheese. The cheese would be taken to the market and sold for money. With that money, he would buy a hen. The hen would lay eggs. The eggs would hatch into chicks, and soon a large flock of chickens would be born. The thoughts in Mike's mind grew increasingly vivid. From chickens, he imagined healthy dairy cows, then a vast farm owned entirely by himself. Villagers lined up every morning to buy milk from him. Money flowed endlessly, and his reputation spread far and wide. Mike saw himself wearing fine clothes, adorned with jewelry, admired and respected by everyone. In this unrealistic dream, Mike also saw himself marrying a beautiful woman from a wealthy family. They had a handsome son together. But then, in his imagination, when the boy showed signs of laziness, Mike became angry. He told himself he would never tolerate such behavior. He imagined holding a stick in his hand to teach his son a harsh lesson. Completely absorbed in his thoughts, Mike suddenly swung his arm forcefully as if punishing someone. At that very moment, the stick in his hand struck the pot of milk beside the bed. A sharp crashing sound echoed through the room. The pot fell to the floor and white milk spread across the ground. Mike stood frozen as every image of wealth in his mind vanished in an instant. Before him now were no farms, no riches, only the cold floor and the sour smell of spilled milk. All his grand dreams had collapsed, simply because they had never been built upon real action. After the moment of shock passed, Mike bent down to clean up the spilled milk. No one scolded him, but the silence itself weighed heavily on his heart. It was the first time Mike clearly felt the distance between beautiful dreams and harsh reality. He realized that everything he had imagined was built on laziness and waiting, not on effort or hard work. The next morning, Mike stepped out of his house with a faint hope that life would somehow change on its own. But the village remained the same. People continued working tirelessly, while he was still empty-handed. No miracle comes to those who only dream without action. At that moment, a simple truth appeared in Mike's mind. Destiny is not decided by dreams, but by daily actions. Mike's story is a reminder to all of us. Everyone has the right to dream, but if action does not walk alongside ambition, those dreams become mere illusions. Success requires hard work. Going further requires discipline. And to change one's life, one must first change their habits. Only when we begin to act, even with the smallest step, can the future truly be transformed.